Hello, my name is Ceci Elizabeth Lubis from the Faculty of Law with study number 23106111389. In this video, I will make a review of the agreements made by two companies to enter into a professional service agreement or consultation service short form. The two companies to make this agreement are the first party, namely PT Aksara Pradiksa, and second party, namely the British Council. If you look at the title used in this agreement, it is in accordance with the content of the agreement written in the agreements made by the two companies. In the agreement, there are four achievements, namely Achievement 1 contains the special provisions of agreement. Attachment 2 contains the specification of the agreement. Attachment 3 contains the cost of the agreement, and attachment 4 contains the standard provision of the agreement. The agreement also presents witness as authorities representative to ratify the agreement. Attachment 1 contains the special provision that appear in the agreement. This agreement includes start date and term of the agreement, namely starting on January 2, 2018 until June 30, 2018, or until all services have been complete and all goods and work results have been carried out to the certification of the British Council. The first party has the right to terminate the agreement that has been determined in accordance with the provision attachment 1.1.2. If the second party agree, they appoint a service provider on the basis that the provision of service by the individual will available as personnel. The working hours in the agreement per day are 8 working hours. Appendix 2 contains the specification regarding service offered by the second party, namely the British Council, which is developing in the field of social entrepreneurship. The aim of this service provider is to evaluate the impact of the British Council's social entrepreneurship program developing in Indonesia for the coming years. This appendix also displays the expected output in providing this service, such as methodology standardization, consultation workshop, and stakeholder meetings, creation of survey tools, and data presentation, collection of the ring date, preparation of bilingual reports, review or proof reading, copy editing, design and infographics, as well as logistics. Based on the agreement made, intellectual rights will be owned by a second party, namely the British Council. Attachment 3 contains the costs and allowance for service provided that will be reimbursed by the British Council and are fixed for the term of the agreement. Attachment 4 contains the standard provision which are the core of the agreement entered into by the first party and the second party. Attachment 4 is further divided into several groups which discuss the agreements that have been established. The first part discusses the interpretation behind the British Council and other matters relating to the agreement, such as cost control codes, confidential information, and the second party discuss the responsibilities of the providers of goods and service, some of which are included in special provision in attachment 1 and specification in attachment 2. Regarding this matter, there are several points that explain the 40 articles written in the agreement. The third section discusses the relationship status of goods or service providers with the British Council, contractual provision for the provision of service and not, taxes and responsibilities for any claims related to employment or claims based on worker status. The fourth section discusses price and payment, which are stated in 7 articles in the agreement made. The fifth section discusses change and control if the one party wishes to change the scope or provision of service. The sixth section discusses intellectual property rights, which are discussed and explained in 11 articles. The seventh section discusses confidentiality. If one of the parties lacks and the party receiving it, there are provisions required in the agreement. The eighth section discusses the limitation of one party liability toward another party if one party suffer injury due to negligence or dies or other matters discussed in this section. The ninth section discusses terminating or discontinuing cooperation without liability with several provisions. The 10th section discusses finding of out third-party debt and analyzing whether there is political influence or other things related to corruption. Based on the agreement made, the agreement is agreed to be used in English. That's my short video regarding a brief review of this contract agreement. Sorry if there are any word errors. Thank you.